Yes, the boohoo effect here. Tracy, Pissin Excellence. Or is it Pissin Failure? Pissin Embarrassment? Pissin Shameless? I understand that you did a live stream earlier. And of course, I was one of your main themes because you're still burnt, unhinged, scorned, right? What, I do a parody and you flip your lid. I didn't even care to respond to you. I'm just not into this game of, seeing who is the most toughest, the bravest, who gets the last word in, who convinces who of what. I don't care. You are the one that has to resort to lies, schemes, right? I mean, you're so pissed off because all of your schemes hasn't worked that you tried to get me swatted and you dream about getting me swatted. Why is that, Tracy? Why would somebody be so angry that they would want me swatted? Are you suffering such injustice that you have to get me back? No, I haven't done shit to you, but defend you when you're pretending to be your daughter Paige. That's it. That's my crime, and keeping my distance from you. You see, this all originates back to Facebook when I don't speak to you for any length of time. It could be 12 hours, and you get pissed off. Then you start going to, my enemies, the people that don't care for me that I've called out in the past. You start trolling with them. That's what you do, Tracy. You got to move on. I am not going to be on your side, quote unquote. You're all about teams. Go to your channel. It lists crotch vomit. You act like you are so disgusted, so vengeful against the ones that stalked your kids, but yet you got crotch vomit that actually has stalked your kids. You went on a what? An almost 10-year campaign against crotch vomit. And then what do? You befriend her. I don't know, maybe it's a form of Stockholm syndrome. You befriend her, you send her gifts, but yet now everything's converted to Katie. How convenient. You don't care about your kids. Otherwise, you would never had put Paige in the forefront, in the front lines. You stole her picture, or of course, Paige probably is fully aware of what you do, I'm sure. But you used her picture, her name, you stuck your children out there, and you got doxxed by your so-called best friend, Crotch Vomit. Okay? Now, you just need to move on. Again, I'm going back to my original purpose for this video. I'm not going to be on your team. It's done. Okay? It's over. You are so insanely jealous of me and Katie because I forgave Katie that what? A whole year and a half has elapsed and you are still whining, sobbing, crying about it. You are not going to control me. I'm at peace with Katie. What, am I supposed to support and defend and side with the very person that's attacking me, trying to pin me for naughty things, cheering on, applauding trollop rules on all of his editing consisting of lies? Come on, Tracy, get real, okay? You need to come to grips. You need to accept in your heart that the past is the past. I'm done. I moved on. I'm busy with life, Tracy. I'm enjoying myself. Now you can sit there and take pictures and record yourself taking walks. People don't do that when they're happy. They don't need to produce evidence of happiness, okay? Come on, you're kidding yourself. You're intelligent in insanity, but stupid in street smarts, okay? You don't get it. A lot of people do get it. That's what keeps Katie going because she recognizes your inability to be self-aware, to see yourself from the outside looking in. You don't have that ability to think outside the box. Your perception is dull, okay? You don't have critical thinking enough to analyze your own situation, okay? Now, you befriended Katie. That was not a forgive peace treaty situation between you and Katie. You forgave Katie to team up with her, just like a few months ago, Tracy. But she didn't abide by your set of rules, your condition. She did not dump Tiffany and attack me. And that pissed you off, so you threw Katie again away. Okay? You befriend her with an agreement to cyberbully, period. I forgave not Tiffany, but Katie, simply to keep the peace. Okay, you're playing my old videos talking about Katie. I must be a man of my word. But yet, somehow, some way, I'm not telling the truth against you and Trollop, okay? You can't have it both ways. You are using me as an example of word, truth, and fact, okay? Because you know I tell the truth. That's why you use my videos. You've been playing them for a year and a half, trying to gain credibility based off of my word, not your word, because you know, you're smart enough to know that you have no credibility, Tracy, okay? Now, you always change the narration to suit your fancy, not me. I don't even comment on Katie's threads, and you're still pissed off because I'm not attacking Katie. You're jealous, Tracy. Remember, that's the theme of your so-called assessment of me. Jealousy, because it's in your mind. It comes up in heart because that's your issue with me. Okay, you change your take on the Brianna Greyhouse situation. Okay, the Chang 13A situation, you said it's Chang's fault, that he was suffering mental illness, and that's why he ultimately took his life. Okay, you are changing the narrative. Trollop, he's friends with whoever you are friends with. If you befriend Tiffany, Trollop rules befriends Tiffany. If you befriend Katie, Trollop rules befriends Katie. Then if you are enemies with both of them, Trollop rules will start creating this narrative that he is also against him now. You see, he follows your lead, and you're upset because I don't follow that lead, okay? You don't control me, I work, you don't. You're nobody. You're a crazy woman from Wales. I'm a productive citizen that works, that contributes to society. You are an outcast, a lowlife, a throwaway, a dead weight on society and where you reside, Tracy. You don't contribute to nothing. That's why you're single, stuck with the dog, okay? I do. You give nothing back, okay? Now, you can sit there and play online all you want, but I'm not going to be a part of it, okay? Now, it's just too bad that people just don't get sent or committed to mental institutions. Your therapist is not doing the job. You are giving a one-sided story to your therapist, and then you take her word. You're trolling your therapist. And then you take her word based off a one-sided story, a biased story, and you run with it and use it and start paraphrasing in what she supposedly had said against the people that you choose to argue with, okay? Now, I could easily get in my old laptop and bring out old information of you stalking children and all of your heinous activities against people. How you desecrated Straitjacket Psycho's funeral site. Remember that? And I believe you did it to Jennifer Souls. I mean, all kinds. You stalking Mindy Ward's children, trying to pin her also on abuse upon her own children. Remember? The snake, in the aquarium. You did it to Molly Haas's daughter, accusing her of throwing her. I got all that information on old laptops of your history, okay? My fault is defending somebody that I thought that your children were truly getting stalked, including yourself, when I had known you as Paige, okay? Now, if this is the lifestyle legacy that you want to leave for your children, for your memories, for your family to see, that's your choice. But I'm busy. I'm enjoying life, okay? I don't need to take pictures of when I go on walks, when I go on a picnic, when I take a vacation every year, okay? I don't need to snapshot. I already know that I'm happy, Tracy. I don't need to convince trolls online, strangers online, okay? Now, I suggest that you really come to grips and a resolve with myself, okay? I'm not even commenting on Katie's threads, and you are still enraged that I am not enemies with Katie. And so you resort to my old videos because you know I speak truth, okay? Now, if I'm civil to Katie, that's my business. You are not going to control me, Tracy. You're a joke, okay? Now, if I was ruthless as you, I could easily post those 2 videos up of you doing the voiceover for Paige when you were trying to convince me that you were actually Paige being abused by your father. Of course, Paige's father. But in reality, that was Kevin. Kevin was actually abusing you because, well, I don't know. I mean, look how you are online. But you converted it into you being Paige, and Paige was being abused by her father. Now, I can post those 2 videos, Tracy, if you keep pushing it. You know, you're resorting to threats, doxing, you tried bestiality. I mean, you claim, Katie, you know, you're you know, pulling this victim card now that Katie's accused you and myself in the past of bestiality, but you befriended her. Why? 2.5 years. That's out of your own mouth. You know how long you were teamed up with Katie. If she's accused you of all these awful things like bestiality, why did you befriend her? If she has stalked your children, in which I had seen no proof at all, at present, no proof, then why did you befriend her? Look at your channels list. The best of the best. You got crotch vomit right there. That dissolves any credibility that you could possibly try to convince anybody, okay? Now, you are performing for newbies that are ignorant, and you're counting on that ignorant attitude of what they behold. You're counting on ignorance, okay? You're banking on it. Okay, anyways. Continue to do your lives, Tracy. I don't give a crap. It's sad that you got to spend 4 to 5 hours on your lives. You know, then I post a 5-minute video and you get enraged. You flip your lid. You lose it. You lose what few marbles you have rolling around in that brain of yours. All right. You talk about health and how everybody is fat, but you're chain smoking and searching on the, you know, in the bad neighborhoods for pot, walking down the street, all desperate and, you know, live streaming it. You got no shame. You're pathetic. Why don't you really, truly watch your health, okay? And quit judging other people for all being in bad health and all fat, okay? All right. Anyways, that's all for this one. I'll just see you guys the next time. I don't even know when I'll post again. Like I said, I am busy with life. Once in a while, I'll peer in or somebody tells me what's going on, but I'm busy. Lately, I've been taking care of my homestead, okay? I mean, this is the warm season, the growing season. Don't you people like Tracy, don't you have a garden to attend to, a flower bed? I mean, I got stuff to do outside my house, okay? There's a mechanic in. I don't just take my vehicles in and have somebody else do it when I can do it, okay? I'd rather be doing that, saving hundreds of dollars, than arguing with losers online with no life. You know, unfortunately, in certain pockets of YouTube, it's become a haven, a center point for the mentally ill, and they congregate together because they all relate together. All right? Anyways, we'll see you in the next one.